What is up, honey buns? I'm so excited to go ahead and share this recipe with you guys. I know it was supposed to be uploaded for last Feed Me Friday, but work and everything has been kind of crazy. But today we're going to make seared scallops and a mushroom risotto. Okay, so stay tuned. I got you. Okay guys, so the first thing we have is our Arborio rice. I think I'm pronouncing it right, but I'm not 100% sure. We also have our shallots, our mushrooms. We have our butter, minced garlic, white wine. It's best to use a dry white wine, but all I have was white cooking wine, but Pinot Grigio would be a good substitute. Then we have parsley and white pepper, chicken bouillon, and then shrimp bouillon. I know that these cubes are actually really hard to find, so if you can't find these, then just chicken is okay, or chicken stock. Then we have grated Parmesan cheese, black pepper, and our salt. So we're going to go ahead and add 1 shrimp bouillon cube as well as a tablespoon of chicken bouillon to the water and let that boil. Then we're going to add our 2 tablespoons of butter to a skillet, and we're going to go ahead and drop in our mushrooms and shallots. And we're going to stir that around and kind of let that cook down on medium heat until the shallots become a little bit more translucent and the mushrooms get a little darker as well. And I added 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. So we're going to go ahead and pour it in our rice, guys, and you just kind of want to stir it around, let it absorb all of the flavors, let it kind of cook in the butter. And then you're going to do this on a low to medium heat for about 2 to 3 minutes just to kind of let it soften a little bit. We're going to pour in our white wine, and we're just going to let the rice cook and absorb all that white wine before we pour in our stock. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pour in our first cup of stock. And yes, I used a solo cup. Please don't judge me. I was not going to put forth any more effort to do any additional dishes, guys. But, sorry. But, you know, I forgot how tedious risotto is, so you guys kind of have to keep an eye on it. You have to constantly, you know, make sure you're stirring it, because this rice, y'all, is like a sponge. Like, it will soak up every ounce of liquid that you feed it. And honestly, I wish that I would have added an extra cup of stock, because I feel like my end result wasn't as creamy as I wanted it to be. But I understand why Gordon Ramsay gets so frustrated, because like, I think risotto is like his favorite dish, and this is, you know, a lot of people feel like it's intimidating, but it's not that bad. And we're just going to continue to repeat that stock process at least 3 or 4 more times. just until the rice is fully cooked and you have a beautiful end result, a tasty, beautiful end result. And I didn't feel like I needed any extra seasonings, just because the stock was very flavorful. I know some of y'all are probably looking at like, girl, that stock is dark. I know that stock was salty, but it wasn't that bad. But I do feel like the stock added a whole lot of flavor to it, so I didn't even need to add any garlic powder, onion powder, anything like that. Okay, y'all, so now I'm just counterclockwise putting these scallops into the skillet. Y'all know that's not a word, but y'all get the gist. And that's just to kind of keep an eye on the timing of when I need to flip each scallop over. Now, you're going to see me in a little bit flip the two in the middle, or the two last ones over first, just because, and I did that like because they're the two smallest ones. But yeah, the way I sear my scallops is, or really just anything, any meat, is I get the oil as hot as possible, and then as soon as I get it in the pan or the skillet, I turn that thing down real fast. And I know that like all of my like head chefs and culinary class teachers are probably like cringing right now, just because that's not the proper way to sear stuff. But look at that sear though. I was so proud of myself. And I seasoned the scallops with salt and white pepper and black pepper off camera. And scallops really don't take that long to cook. I mean, they're fish at the end of the day. You just want to make sure you keep an eye on them. And this is the end result, guys. And like I said, I wish I would have made it a little bit more creamy, but it was still very delicious. So yeah.